Welcome to Master Mathematics in Minutes. Today's topic is about formula rearrangement, and we'll cover a couple examples on how to rearrange a formula. And we will conclude the topic with a summary. And finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So, what is a formula rearrangement? We can rearrange a formula to display one variable, which we'll call the subject, on one side of a formula. Consider the following example. With x plus y is equals to 2, and the intention is to make y the subject. So we'll keep y on the left-hand side, and we'll bring x to the right-hand side, and that becomes 2 minus x. So we've rearranged this formula to make y the subject, and y appears on the left-hand side with all of the terms on the right-hand side, and that is a definition of being the subject. Consider the second example, with ab is equals to 5, and the intention is to make a the subject. So we'll need to bring b to the right-hand side. So we'll copy a, and we'll copy 5, and we'll divide both sides of the equation by b. And so a is now the subject on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side we have 5 divided by b. Let's take a look at a couple of examples now. In the first example, we're asked to rearrange the formula to make x the subject. So we're given the expression x plus y minus h plus 1 is equals to 51. So, to make x the subject, we'll need to move plus y minus h and plus 1 to the right-hand side. So we'll copy x down on the left-hand side, and we'll copy 51 down, and plus y now becomes y, minus h now becomes plus h, and plus 1 now becomes minus 1. And so 51 minus 1 is 50, and we'll copy the other terms as is. So we've made x the subject because it exists on the left-hand side, and all of the other terms are on the right-hand side. In the second example, we're asked to rearrange the formula to make p the subject. So given the expression 2 into a plus p is equals to 100. So p is in green, and the intention is to make that the subject. So we'll copy a plus p on the left-hand side, we'll copy the 100 on the right-hand side, and we'll divide both sides of the equation by 2. And so we have 100 divided by 2 on the right-hand side, and that simplifies to 50. And we'll copy the p down, and we'll bring the a to the right-hand side, and that becomes minus a. And so we've rearranged the formula to keep p on the left-hand side, the subject, and all of the other terms on the right-hand side. In the third example, we're asked to rearrange the formula to make h the subject. We're given the expression g minus h divided by 9 is equals to 81. And so h is in dark blue, and we'll make that the subject. So we'll multiply both sides of the equation by 9. So with g minus h and 81 multiplied by 9. And so we'll bring h to the right-hand side, so minus h now becomes plus h. And we'll keep the g on the left-hand side, and we'll bring the 81 multiplied by 9 to the left-hand side, and it becomes minus 81 multiplied by 9. And so we'll simplify this formula, and we'll rewrite h to be on the left-hand side instead. So with h is equals to g minus 729. So h is now the subject of the formula because all the other terms are on the right-hand side. In the fourth example, we're asked to rearrange the formula to make h the subject. And we're given the expression h squared plus 6 minus g is equals to 31. So we'll bring the plus 6 to the right hand side and that becomes minus 6. And we'll bring the minus g to the right hand side and it becomes plus g. We'll copy 31 down and we'll copy h squared as well. So once again, we'll copy h squared down, and 31 minus 6 is 25. And we'll copy plus g. So to remove the square, we'll take square roots on both sides. So that becomes h, and that's equals to plus or minus the square root of 25 plus g. So the reason for taking plus or minus is because there are two solutions when you take the square root of any number. In a fifth example, we're asked to rearrange the formula to make y the subject. And we're given the expression y to the power of 1 over 5 plus 7 plus x is equals to 9. So we'll bring the plus 7 and plus x to the right hand side, and that becomes minus 7 and minus x. We'll copy the 9 down, and we'll copy y raised to the power of 1 over 5. So 9 minus 7 is 2, and we'll copy the minus x down. And once again, we'll bring across the y raised to the power of 1 over 5 to the next line. So to remove the power 1 over 5, we will raise both sides of the equations to the power of 5. And so that becomes y is equals to 2 minus x, the entire thing raised to the power of 5. So once again, we've made y the subject on the left-hand side because all of the other terms appear on the right-hand side. To summarize, we can rearrange a formula to display one variable, which we'll call the subject, on one side of a formula. We've considered the case where we have x plus y is equals to 2, and the intention is to make y the subject. And so y is equals to 2 minus x. And the second case is a multiplied by b is equals to 5. And to make a the subject, we'll divide both sides of the equation by b. And so that's equals to a is equals to 5 divided by b. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics in Minutes.